morning, my name is Jose Cougar Perez, and I'm going to show you how to make a great mango mousse. I got the recipe from my mom, who has been a pastry chef for about 13 years, and I grew up around her, so I learned all her skills basically, mostly by watching, but she gave me the recipe over the phone, and she walked me through the process. Mousse is a very challenging dessert because you have to be very specific on the steps, and it comes from the French word froth, meaning it's like, they say it's like eating a cloud. Now this recipe is going to feed about 20 to 25 people. For this recipe you're going to need a few ingredients. You're going to need half a cup of water, about 400 grams of sugar, 2 boxes of unflavored gelatin. I need about 1 kilogram of mango pulp, and that's going to be about 6 bags. I also need 2 containers of heavy whipping cream. You need about 1200 milliliters, and that's 1.5 of these. I need 2 bags of sponge cake. I'm going to need a mixer, a blender, a knife, a spoon, a strainer, a whisk, a food scale, also 2 baking pans, and a glove, and a mixing bowl, or maybe 2. I'm also going to decorate this mousse, and for that final decoration, I'm going to use blueberries, 3 kiwis, and a lot of strawberries. This process is going to take about an hour to complete. First, I want to make sure I have a clean surface to work on. I want to wash all my utensils, and I want to wash my hands. I'm going to prepare my baking pan first so that I can pour my mousse on it when it's finished. So I'm going to cut the sponge cake down the middle and then place it on the edges and in the middle. I'm going to put the mangoes in the blender. After blending the mangoes, I'm going to pour it right straight into the strainer. After straining it with the strainer, it's going to take out all the pulp, and that's what's essential for the recipe. So I'm going to do that. When I'm done straining the mango, I'm going to take my compound and I'm going to weigh it. Make sure I have a kilogram. I do have a kilogram right here. Let me grab my weight. And I got exactly 1 kilogram of mango here for our recipe. I'm going to empty my unflavored gelatin into this weight scale, and I'm going to make sure I have 32 grams total. When I placed all my unflavored gelatin in this container and weighed it, I'm going to put it in half a cup of water, and I'm going to make sure I mix it so that it blends regularly. In order to give it a better consistency, I'm going to put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. I just took it out of the microwave, so my gelatin is well blended together and consistent. I'm going to put it aside for now. And now I'm going to weigh my sugar. I'm going to weigh 400 grams of sugar on my scale. For my next step, I have measured 1200 milliliters of heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to go ahead and pour it into the mixer, start mixing it, and I'm going to pour in all 400 grams of sugar slowly. It's been mixing for about 10 minutes, and now I have my gelatin ready. It's consistent, just like liquid. So I'm going to add it to the mango, and then I'm going to start whisking it so that it becomes consistent together and it turns into gelatin. I'm going to mix it with my whisk. I just finished mixing it. Now I'm going to pour it into the mixer. Now it's going to finish mixing for about, I would say, 10 minutes. So when the mousse is done mixing with my mixer, I'm going to just make sure it has that mousse quality to it. And then it's a bit fluffy. And then I'm going to pour it into the pan right on top of my sponge cake. If you want that professional look, you want to smooth it out in the top. And now I'm going to put my pan right into the freezer for about 4 hours, and then we'll take it out. This is what it's going to look like in the end. Make sure you taste it. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns or comments. Thank you.